Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having just a magnificent day today. Taking like next short story in this Tsathoggua Cycle for you folks, which I'll link to you below. It's published by Chaosium, and this is the short story by Clark Ashton Smith called "The Theft of 30 Girdles." It's set in the same world and it's a sequel to the Tale of Tsathoggua, which introduced Tsathoggua. That's the name of this. These short stories in this are more in his fantasy worlds rather than Lovecraft's more adopted stuff from the Cthulhu Mythos and such, in order to get you a tale of it and so forth. And this actually stars Tsathoggua too, as an older guy talking about one of his thefts, the 39 Girdles, which is the title of this short story. So it's fun, it's fast, it's very interesting, and so forth. It's a fun relic. It's interesting. It was published back in the 50s for you folks, so it's a little bit more recent than some of his works and such. So which is fun stuff for you folks. Now, as a reminder, Tsathoggua was initially created in the Tale of Tsathoggua Cycle, the previous short story in this collection. It's included in here too. He shared it with his fellow writers, H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard. Lovecraft liked it so much that he incorporated him to the Cthulhu Mythos proper in the Mound as more of a darker and creepier version of himself. And they both disagreed on who and what was like that. And anyway, but the Mound and the Tale of Tsathoggua weren't published for a while. The Mound until 1940, that was an abridged version. Not until later on in 1989 was a full thing published. So it was actually initially published by Robert E. Howard. It was the first one. And then Lovecraft's The Whisperers and Darkness would be next for you folks. And they have a different interpretation, more of a darker, more sinister, more of a Cthulhu Mythos style interpretation, more cosmic horror. Whereas Clark Ashton Smith just has him as an evil bad guy in his fantasy works set. And along it goes in these areas and so forth. So basically what's happening in his short story with Tsathoggua is that he is going to, basically he has trained a lady who is one of the 39 virgins that are kept by a temple in a nearby city. And that temple and these virgins have basically a chastity belt around them. Those girls that are very, very fancy with gems and jewelry and made of fancy things and such. And they're pretty. And then what happens is that the priest will unlock them and sell these virgins for money for the temple, to make the temple a better place to live, and so forth. And so they sell them and so forth, and until they turn 31 of age, and then they leave the temple, and the temple will find another person. So basically, the idea here is that since his companion used to be one of the 39 virgins, and so forth, two of them decided to seek out revenge by stealing these, and so forth, in order to show people up, and so forth, and do a good turn. So this is basically, basically seeing him more as a Robin Hood, robbing for the good sides and stuff and help folks out and such, and rather than just for pure stuff, monetary wealth. So basically, what's happening here? That'll step, no spoilers and so forth. But I did want to give you the basic premise so you can find out what's happening. It's just a short story. It doesn't have this major stuff in here like a trick ending or anything like that. So I'm probably going to give us probably more like a 7. The previous one is 7.5. Clark Ashton Smith is a very unique short story and author because he read a dictionary as a kid and he had an eidetic memory, so he regularly uses those words coming out, and you will regularly have them showing up in your stuff. So he's good, love him lots. But he has a very unique short story and other stuff, and some of his stuff is more prose poem and so forth too. So there you are. That is his sequel to the Tale of Tsathoggua, that's the 39 Girdles for you folks. It's a funny, comedic take, and it works, in my opinion. 7 out of 10 for you folks. And there you are. Once again, I'll try to link this to you in the comments below the collection, as well as the free one online, because although this one's from the 50s, so this might not be free online, like a lot of this stuff is. If it is, I'll link it to you, but if not, I'll just link it to the collection for you folks. And there you are. I'll go ahead and leave you to it. Have you read this? If so, what'd you think about it? Did you agree or disagree with my 7 out of 10? If so, or if not, let's talk about it in the comments below. Please feel free. Just leave it a spoiler review. And then If you like this video, why not hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon if you're feeling frisky, and let your friends know, like Cthulhu Mythos fans, fantasy friends. This is definitely a heavily influential guy on D&D 2 with Castle Night Amber's stuff, and the Seven Gashes, which is also in this collection, and so forth. So even D&D fans and so forth, just let them all know, and just enjoy this for you folks. And then finally, I want to thank you so much, for taking some time out of your day and investing and watching my video, right? Because we all have so many things that are happening, right, in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spend time with me, that's incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it much. And then as a reminder, this channel's name is The Worst Thing About New Books. That's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old ones, right? These older classics that are heavily influential, like this, are that have been forgotten, and finding and unearthing them is, the passion of this channel for you folks. So there y'all are. And once again, thanks for your time, and have a great day.